Well, from January, Nigeria enters a new tax regime, and there are fears of higher cost, compliance gap, and non-implementation. How will government prevent this kind of reforms from backfiring?
Yeah, I also have heard a lot of issue regarding that. In fact, I got asked about twice or so last week. Somebody who is like the fear of the unknown. But we have done enough to sensitize Nigeria well ahead of time about what to expect when this tax regime kicks off, right? And so I got asked, one of the individuals said that by January, when this thing kicks off, it's like, we'll go die, you. Because he started talking about the dynamics of tax across all fields. Then I told him, when we get to the bridge, we'll cross it. But all of this effort of government is to create and generate the revenue to make your life better. In England, they tax people and then provide free newspaper for people who are, if you live, for example, in the heart of London and you commute around London, you see how people will be pursuing you to give you newspaper free. But that newspaper they are giving is because they tax the people in some ways to provide that. Somebody loves reading, so he will know the importance of the tax. Somebody who does not like reading, you are giving newspaper, newspaper I go chop, he will see no need with that. So whenever it comes to taxation like that, there are individuals who don't know the dynamics, and because of that, they react to immediate impact on them. And there are people who say, okay, but if it is covering in these other areas, it is understandable. I myself, I can tell you, we are hopeful of the time when it will come, but I also will be impacted as a person. I run a law office, I have staffers, I have a lot of things, we pay our tax, we've been that for years, right? So we will see the impact. But my confidence is in what government is able to do with the revenue that is generated across all levels, with the federating unit, infrastructure project across all the Federation of Nigeria. Recently, we released, you see, the various releases of funds to places where we develop infrastructure to create free trade, to provide security. We see our investment in the security sector to ensure that our people can live safely and do business safely and go back to the farms. Those who are farming, those who are into IT, they will be able to do IT. And then people who are in other forms of business that are not security related can also have a better Nigeria. You need to have infrastructure in place to make that person get more. If you are spending more money because the journey from here to Bwala because of bad road will cost you more, you see the other areas in which you are taxed that you are crying will provide the road which lessen how much you will spend in going to Bwala. The dynamics of economics is like that. So, and I believe there is a good faith movement on the part of government, because this tax regime thing, there were consultations, there were town halls, there was wide range of consultation that has taken place before coming to what we have come. So ours now is to educate them on the benefit. It's not everybody that will suffer from the tax. There are people that will get relief. From January, it is like heaven came to them, because they will no longer need to pay tax in this area. They will no longer need to pay tax in this area. Those who are heavily taxed will now pay less. So let's be hopeful, and then let's analyze the situation when that time comes.